Okay, can you imagine that? I thought I was going to do this thing in a very big studio, go to where they have beautiful studio, go to where they have good cameras and just sit down there and then try to phonetize so that I will look like a presenter on radio and television. And can you imagine that? I am just sitting down in my office here after taking my breakfast. And do you know that Africans are very rich? And do you know that tea is not even African breakfast food? Can you see why our women are developing so much of diseases and everything because of tea and this indomie and do you know that they even reduced me to a point of taking what do they call it golden moon as a child, but my mind is no longer at that level. I have graduated from that level. Where I'm seated in heavenly places. But what was I saying? I say Africans are so gifted. Africa is a good land, Nigeria is a blessed land, and I don't know why people are often relocated to realms whereby their products are not promoted in Nigeria. Like I was saying in the last program we had, Global Leadership Summit, what connected Channels of Good News mostly was because Pastor Sam Adeyemi of Daystar Christian Center said something that struck my mind. He said that we need to close the generational gap. What is the generational gap? The generational gap whereby the old people and the young people cannot sit down together and talk, whereby the older people see the younger people as being proud. And he said something that if God wants to reveal his agenda of 50 to 60 years to the next generation, he wouldn't go to Saul. And you know that King Saul is already old, and King Saul will be so conservative. King Saul will not want to support this view. King Saul will say that, God, this and that. And God knew that David is so intelligent and David have been trained. So he will look for a David anywhere in the forest and reveal the secret to David, which is why if the young people are coming up with something new, instead of the older people, especially in Nigeria and Africa, to support them, they would rather expose them to people outside, mentors that will make them to sell their talent. So what we are saying is that let there be a synergy, let there be a round table, let all hands be on deck to sponsor and support what is good, especially from the young people. Let the young people not be seen as people who are arrogant and who are disrespectful because of what they are carrying on. We are not struggling chairs with the older people. We are not struggling positions. What we do in Channels of Good News Africa is that we carry out career building seminar for all the teenagers, and that is why career building seminar is not meant for the old people. We are raising the next generation. We are raising the Daniels, we are raising the David, we are raising the Joseph, we are raising the Esthers and the Marys who are still naive, whose minds are still open to run with the next 50 years visions of God in Nigeria, for the new dawn of Nigeria to become a reality. And they said it's not possible for Nigeria to have for Nigeria to arrive at the new dawn, especially in chapter 6 of the new dawn of Nigeria, Africa. You can see that we have so many 25 signs that will bring a new dawn of Nigeria. We will keep posting you up. Please watch our YouTube, follow us on Facebook. Our daily posts are so inspirational. Like I said earlier, we are academic community. We are here to update you. We are trying to do our best to make sure that our academic communities are good, that Nigerian educational system is not that which we must travel outside the country to get the best, that our doctors will not travel outside the country to go and treat people, meanwhile people are dying here of diseases, and that hospitals will be good, and that we will have good road, and that we will have light in our streets, which is one of the things we said in the intercessory prayer for the new dawn of Nigeria. Our products are here. This is one of our products.